Hi, guys, and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, and today we are going to do horror 45s. Um, I'm going to start with some of the older 45s. I didn't bring the modern horror 45s, which is a big area of collecting for me. But we'll do those in a future podcast. I wanted to do some of the really, really cool, really rare earlier ones that I have. And horror has been a genre that I have collected for years. And Craig knows it's what I collect. He searches for it when he's going through 45s at Factory. And I'm always looking for horror. So what I'm going to start with is some of the classic, some of the 45s that are classics that you have to have if you're going to collect horror. And these are like the easier ones to get, but you have to have these, especially as a Halloween DJ. Like, you need to have this stuff. So we'll do this first, and then we'll get into the crazier stuff. Spooky by Classic 4. An absolute necessity. 1967. It's a great song. It's just amazing, So it's a must. I have several copies of that, This is what happens. Okay, this is the Atlanta Rhythm Section doing Spooky. Beautiful version, really fun, something different. Craig found this one for me, and we loved it, so why not, right? Bewitched. That Atlanta Rhythm Section 79. Peggy Lee doing Bewitched. I love the song. Bewitched is remarkable. But Peggy Lee doing Bewitched, and this was released in 65. Very, very fun. Frankenstein by the Edgar Winter Group. A must. I mean, it's just a great thing. And this was put out in 1973. My brother and his friend used to jam to this in the basement when they were really little, before my brother was in a band. They just used to jam to it. It was great. All right. Monster by Steppenwolf. This is 1969. Dunhill. Really, really, really great stuff. So, very, very fun. Okay, this is an absolute Halloween must. Daughter of Darkness by Tom Jones. When we get into the more modern horror, I will show Daughter of Darkness by the Misfits. Wow. But here we got Tom Jones doing Daughter of Darkness. A great Halloween song. Just great on Parrot. Another great Halloween song from 1976. This is Devil Woman by Cliff Richard. Definitely, just a perfect thing for Halloween. This is Rocket Record, the Rocket Record Company. Very interesting. Another that you really need to have as a Halloween DJ. 1972, The Eagles, Witchy Woman. I mean, definitely. You got to have it. So, and these are some of the easier to find ones that I'm showing now. Everybody can get these. Love Potion number 9, The Searchers. I have this also by someone else, and I couldn't find it. But anyway, this is on in an Eric sleeve. This 1964. Love it. Absolutely amazing song. I tried to find the other version that I have, but I couldn't find it quickly. Very interesting. The Jive label. This is really fun. Is DJ Jazzy Jeff doing a Nightmare on My Street, and it's a lot of fun. I really, really love this. So. 1984, of course, Ray Parker Jr. doing Ghostbusters. Gotta have it as a DJ, as a Halloween DJ. People recognize it and, love it. And another very common, very fun Halloween song, Men at Work, 1982. Who Can It Be Now? A famous song of Paranoia, right? Very, very, very fun. All right. Gonna get into some cute things here. I got some children's things. I got some cool picture sleeves. And first off, we're gonna do the classic. I mean, every horror collection must have it. And this is The Purple People Eater by Sheb Woolley on MGM, 1958. I'm telling you, 59 was the year for horror. Hi, Kev. 59 was the year for Halloween. I mean, so many of these date to 59. This one happens to be 58, and it is The Purple People Eater, Sheb Woolley. Very beautiful. A must, okay? All right, I brought this out because it's novel. It's not exactly Halloween, but the reason I brought this out is because it is Bobby Boris Pickett, okay? This is 1964. It is Smoke, Smoke, Smoke. Yes, the famous old song, but done by Bobby Boris Pickett. Wow. I was kind of surprised by this one. Craig found this at one time. Marcia Victor. But it's Bobby Boris, so of course. All right, here we have from 1975, the Rocky Horror Picture Show movie shorts. Like when the movie came out, they would play these on the radio. Just an amazing thing. 20th Century Fox. And all the little radio spots. And it's a one-sided 33. Very, very, very cool. So this is fun. I use it in between songs on podcasts all the time. Love it. How you doing, Cal? I hope you're okay. All right. Peter Pan. 4 songs, Monster Mash, beautiful sleeve on this. The 70s, Discogs couldn't date this cover. I don't know why, but it is from the 70s. There are like 3 different covers to this particular release, but this one does not come up that much. So this is really fun, and this has Swingin' Head on it, which is very, very obscure, and I play it in podcasts all the time. So, it's very beautiful. All right, Casper, the Friendly Ghost, a little golden, beautiful stuff from 1962. How sweet. Then we got Casper, the Friendly Ghost doing Where Do You Hide in a Haunted House? And this one is 1973. Very, very, very sweet. I love these covers. So precious. Scholastic records. Do you remember Scholastic books and records that we used to be able to order when we were in grammar school? And my mother was so pro books, so pro reading, still to this day, that she used to let us get as many books as we wanted, and we always did. That's where our love for reading came from. But Scholastic also had records, and this is The Haunted House and Other Spooky Poems and Tales, 1970, Scholastic Book Company and Record Company. Really fun. And this beautiful thing, The Witch Doctor, by Bob Adams. I just love the cover on this. This is really great. This is what is this? It's a Bell. It's a Bell record. 49 cents in the USA, 59 cents in Canada. Very fun. 1958 on this one. Oh, thank you. I thought it was appropriate for thought it was kind of appropriate for our horror segment here. to wear the Witch Doctor hat to go with our Witch Doctor records. Very, very fun. All right, let's get into some of the special stuff, okay? Horror 45s, early 50s, 60s, horror 45s are very, very, very collectible. And a lot of times they're difficult to get. And when they do come up, they go for like $100. So if you ever see them in the wild, grab them. They never show up. But if if you do, you know what I'm saying. If you see them in the wild, grab them. Me and Skeety started collecting horror records just by title. Anything with an interesting, hi, Sun Dodger. I'm glad you're here. We're doing horror 45s today, but we're doing earlier horror 45s. Somewhere down the line, I'll do a more modern and psychobilly, that kind of thing. But today we're doing the early obscure, some of them very rare, and it's my favorite genre. So this and Christmas. But like I said, me and Skeety used to in flea markets and wherever we went, we would often choose records by title, because sometimes the title gives you a little hint that it could be Halloween or horror. And I'll tell you, always go by the title, because some of them are amazing. All right, so this is on the Sphinx label. This is 1959, The Mummy. Okay, this is Bob McFadden and Doors Mummy. This one is a promo, sample copy, not for sale. This is the Bob McFadden and Door issue. This is Bubby and Bob, and it is a very different version. Like, we were very blown away. Like, this one, everyone knows. This one is very, very different, and I really liked it a lot. And but the thing with this one is that it has the Beat Generation on the flip, and that is such a great song. Oh my God. If you've never heard it, very, very novel, but it has, a beatnik, and it's just really, really great, because there's a beatnik in The Mummy also. But just amazing. So those two versions. See, Bubby and Bob, me and Craig were not familiar with. He found this one for me. And these are both actually in 1959, though. So, all right. On the Nocturne label, we have Evil Eye by the Sonics. This is... I don't know. I can't read it. Looks like 1964, but Nocturne by the Sonics. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. Evil Eye. And the Evil Eye on the Nocturne label. Beautiful. On the Worthy label. See, some of these labels are so unique and obscure. This is the Worthy label. This is Voodoo Doll by the Interiors. Look at that. Another 1959 release. That's why I say 1959 was the year of the horror record. Voodoo Doll by the Interiors. Beautiful stuff. On Apollo, we have Voodoo Woman. Look at this. Again, 1959 by Smiley Smith. Great stuff. And a while ago, I started putting most of my horror records in black sleeves. They're not all in black sleeves, but the majority of them are. And when I tried to write the date on them, you can't even see it. But anyway, this one's 59. Beautiful. All right, this is Vampire by the Plaids on Stentor label. Look at that label. Like, how many times have you seen the Stentor label? Vampire by the Plaids. Beautiful, beautiful thing. 1959. It was the year of the horror record, I'm telling you. All right, this is really cool. This is on Citation. Black Magic and Witchcraft by the Comic Books. This is 1961. I'm pretty sure this is as obscure as they get. If you can find this, cheers to you, because I doubt it. And me and Craig found this in a collection. We actually found this in the Himmelman collection that came in. Very obscure, rare 50s, early 60s records. But that was in there. Exciting. This is a beautiful thing. This is one-sided, just like almost like the Rocky Horror Picture Show thing there. This one is 1968 when Rosemary's Baby was released. This was put out by Paramount Pictures to the movie theaters and theater lobby spot. So they would play this in the theater, telling you that it's coming. Yeah, it's absolutely. I'm telling you, as I was going through these and dating them, 59 came up again and again and again. So 59 had to be the year of horror. And I guess like those bad horror movies and budget movies, like I guess they were huge in the theaters at that time and drive-ins. So I guess it all just went together, you know. But yeah, this was movie theater lobby spots telling you that this movie was coming soon. And it was a great movie. All right. Oh, this is so amazing. This is MGM. This is Shudders and Screams by Ben Calder, 1963. Ben Calder is Sheb Woolley. One and the same. So that's kind of interesting, right? And this was a great one. Haunted housey kind of thing. Very cool. All right. Next. We got a lot. Rockin' in the Graveyard on the Orange Record Company label by Jackie Morningstar. This is remarkable. This is 1959 again. All right. But this is so great. Rockabilly, really great. Rockin' in the Graveyard. Wow. Look at that. Oh, this is a beautiful one too. On Cult 45, this is Chris Kevin doing Haunted House. Beautiful stuff. Really, really, really fun. Oh, God, another favorite of mine. This is The Twist and Ghost by Maximilian on Big Top. This is 1962. So, The Twist and Ghost. So fun. I'm telling you. All right. This is really cool because the release date is unknown, even by Discogs. But there was a list of Sounds records, and they only made them between like 61, 62, it looks like. So it had to be 61 or 62, right? And it says Sounds Records Music for Monsters. And it's a 5-song EP, Music for Monsters. We have Ghoul Guide, Skeleton Dance, Banshee Love Call, Dracula Drag, and Dinner Music for Monsters. Just an amazing thing. I mean, look at that. Very, very cool piece. All right, this 1975, interestingly. This is on Stoop Down Records. It's a Monsters Holiday by Chick Willis. Look at that weird label. Very, very interesting. It is a beautiful thing. This is 1973 on King Records. This is a promo, and it's Franken Boogie by Frankie Stein. Look at that weird label with the King on it. Frankie Stein and his Ghouls is great. I'm not sure. This may not be. This just says Frankie Stein. I'm assuming that it's Frankie Stein and his Ghouls. I have albums by them. Hi, Jenny. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, this is really fun. Really, really cool. 1973 on that. All right. Sundown Records. This is The Storms doing Tarantula. 1959. 59, the year of the horror record. It's amazing how many of these came out in 59. So, and I was born in 59, so maybe that's where, who knows? That might be where my love of horror came from. Osmosis. I don't know. All right. Fulton. Werewolf by Morgus and the Derringers. This is amazing. 1964. The other side is the Morgus Creep by the Derringers. And Morgus the Magnificent. Just amazing stuff on the Fulton label here. This is Werewolf. I have another one coming up. By Morgus. Very fun. 1964, The Mummy's Ball by The Verdicts. But look at this record label. It's a spider web. The record label is Relic, but look at the spider web. Is that the coolest label you've ever seen? For 64, you know? Beautiful stuff, right? Love that. The Verdicts, Mummy's Ball. All right. Oh, this is just remarkable. This is actually 1958, and it is Frankenstein's Den by the Hollywood Flames on the Ebb label. Beautiful stuff. Yes, 59 seems to be like the year for music. I'm telling you. But all this horror, it was very interesting to see how many actually came from 59. So, hey, we're in great company, right? Great musical company. All right. The Flash label, Dead by the Poets. Hi, Carm. Hi, Carm. I hope you're not buried in snow out there, because I heard that the middle of the country was really being inundated. And it's spring, right? So Flash, Dead by the Poets. One of my favorites, and this is 1958 also. Again, 1958. believe a friend of mine had this on 78 even, which is kind of neat. Okay, a Bobby Boris Pickett that's a lot later. This is 1970, Monster Man Jam. And this is a great novelty. He's talking about pollution and litter and, everything that was de rigueur in 70. But it's very, very, very fun. Very fun that Bobby Boris was still doing things. Monster Man Jam, 1970. Of course, we love our Bobby Boris. Okay, this is another Bob McFadden. This one is Sing Along with the Mummy to Shake, Rattle, and Roll. And this was another sample promo, sample copy, not for sale. And it tells you there's a sticker on here. This is really fun. This was 1959. And there's a sticker on here. After looking at other side, please play this side. Thanks. Bill Downs Northern Music Corps. That's kind of cool. I mean, they were trying to push Bob McFadden's bingo, I guess. We got the Sing Along with the Mummy. Very fun. Shake, rattle, and roll. All right, this is an interesting thing. It's questionable, but approximately 1983, nobody could. Oh, just Rainy and Windy. Okay, well, that's coming our way. We're going to have Rainy and Windy tomorrow, Thursday, All right, we'll wish you a scary Christmas. This is Count Scary. I believe he was a radio host, a Michigan radio host. Let me see if I can. Yeah, Farmington Hills, Michigan. Very, very, very interesting. And this one is autographed by Count Scary right there. Pretty obscure thing. You don't see it in the wild. You might be able to get it on Discogs or something. All right. Bobby Bear, the great Bobby Bear. This is Marie Laveau. And this was 1974 originally. This is a collectibles copy. I don't normally collect anything but the original labels, but this one I had to have. And sometimes they just don't turn up on the original label, or you have to pay way too much. But this is really fun, and I had to have it. Marie Laveau, Bobby Bear. He's also done Vampira. I don't think we've gotten to that one yet. The one, the only, John Zachary. One of my favorites of all time. I met him at the Chiller Convention. He was so beautiful, so gracious. He didn't move anyone along. He took time with everyone. And he was already 90-something years old when I met him. And he signed autographed stuff all day, hung out with his fans. Just an amazing man. So this is Dinner with Drac, 1958. The great John Zachary on Cameo. Look at that. All right. This, Al Zanino. The Vampire Speaks in the Vampire's Lair. This is very, very strange. 19... What did I say on this? It was the 80s. It was sometime in the 80s. But anyway, this... Wait, I'm sure I wrote it, didn't I? I usually date everything. Maybe I didn't. Well, anyway, it is the 80s, and it's The Vampire Speaks, written and performed by Al Zanino. And I remember I played it in a podcast years ago, and this Al Zanino's daughter emailed me and said, or left a comment, however she got in touch with me, but she said she didn't think anyone remembered her dad. And she was so excited to hear that I played him in my podcast. It was really sweet and touching. And I told her, your dad's, I mean, a legend. Look at this. This is so great. So that's picture sleeve, the 80s, sometime in the 80s, early 80s. On the Imperial label, Witchcraft by the Spiders. Beautiful stuff. This is early 1955, okay? Just amazing stuff. Look at that. Okay, Endless Sleep by Jody Reynolds on the Demon label. Endless Sleep, one of those suicide songs. Bizarre. She walks into the ocean to drown herself. And the guy's pining for his dead lover, whatever you want to call it. But that's pretty cool. Endless Sleep. This is the one I got from Craig again after this by the Poppy Family. And we were like, could it be Endless Sleep? Oh, Jenny, 8 o'clock is my bedtime. I'm not up late anymore. I get up at 5 in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning, but I am not up at night. I used to be a night person, but not anymore. I'm usually shot by 7. I'm an old lady. The Poppy Family's version of Endless Sleep was very psyche, crazy, really fun. We were impressed. But this is the original Jody Reynolds. Really great stuff. Yeah, if by some fluke I'm still awake, I will stop in for a bit. All right, this is a favorite of mine, 1978. This could have gone in the ones I showed earlier. But Blue Oyster Cult doing Nosferatu, one of my favorite movies. Just a great, 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 great song. The other side is Godzilla. So, kind of fun. Could be horror. 82 Tombstones by Zachary, 1958. Zachary is one of my favorites, of course, again. 82 Tombstones is a great one. Really beautiful cameo. On Novelty Records. Buchanan and Goodman, again. It says, Enterprise production with Count Dracula. Buchanan and Goodman, Frankenstein of 59, part 1 and 2. Isn't that fun? This is 1959, once again. 1959. The year of the horror record, for sure. Oh, here's the other Morgus, okay? Yeah, it's like, no, if I'm between 4 a.m. and 7, I'm nonstop. I'll never nap. That's just not me. But once my head hits the pillow, done, It is what it is. All right, this is on the Vin label, Morgus the Magnificent, Morgus and the Three Ghouls. Again, Morgus. With the Morgus Creep earlier. This is really cool. 1959. There we go. Of course, the one, the only Monster Mash, Bobby Boris Pickett. Of course, the original Garpax with Monster Mash Party on the other side, 1962. Has been released on Parrot, Garpax, something else even, I think. But just really a classic. And if anyone doesn't have that, they're not a horror collector. You know what I mean? Okay, 1959, once again. I Was a Teenage Brain Surgeon by Spike Jones. Crazy novelty. Really, really fun. Warner Brothers. Is this a promo? It is a promo. Beautiful stuff. 1959. All right, here I have two. I have a test pressing and I have the release because I love this. This is 1958. Cuban Purple People Eater by Renee Tuzet on GNP. Very fun. And here is the test pressing of Renee Tuzet's Cuban Purple People Eater. So very fun, very obscure. I didn't even find out about this song until I heard it on Uncle Floyd's radio show on WFMU one Sunday morning. I was like, I have to have it. And I went looking and I happened to find the test pressing and the original. All right, this is one of my favorite Halloween podcast songs. This is all the way from 76, but it is so unique and it's on the Funky label, and the song is Jungle Rot by the Shrunken Heads. This is so fun. It's one of my favorites. And I have some of my podcasts on a stick, one of those sticks that you can stick in your car radio. What do you call it? I know. I've been collecting horror and novelties for so long. What do you call those stupid sticks? Memories? I don't know. Those sticks that whatever. Craig downloads onto that stick and I stick it into my car radio. And the other day, one of my Halloween podcasts came up and I heard this song again for the first time in a while. And I was like, so great. Shrunken Heads, Jungle Rot, 1976. All right, here's a rare one. This is Luis Vivi Hernandez doing El Monstruo, Mexican version of Monster Mash. But look at the beautiful Yvonne DiCarlo cover. Isn't that amazing? So crazy. 1971 on this. But Luis Vivi Hernandez, Mexican release right here. Very unique. Just the cover alone is awesome. All right. This is a British import, okay, but very unique. 1978, Wanted Records. I Want My Baby Back by Jimmy Cross. And right here on the tombstone, it says the world's worst record. But it's really fun and it's really crazy and it's really novel. And his girlfriend died and he wants her back, so he digs her up. It's a really fun record. So 1978 UK. I'm going to see the import. Wanted. Very unique. All right. This is... Did I show this already? I can't remember. I may have done. I showed a lot of Witch Doctors, but maybe I didn't show the original. 1958 Witch Doctor by David Seville of Chipmunks fame. Hi, Trish. Of Chipmunks fame. Obviously a classic. Everybody has to have that if they play Halloween shows. All right, next we have Purple People Eater meets the Witch Doctor. Here in 1958, done by Big Bopper on Mercury. And then we have on NRC label, This is The Purple People Eater Meets The Witch Doctor by Joe South. Also 1958. So Big Bopper did it, and so did Joe South. Look at that. Very interesting. 58. 1958, Zombie by the Monotones, one of my favorites. Oh, this is such a great thing on Argo. You know, the Argo label is really great. So, it's a beautiful thing. Zombie, 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 zombie. Really great stuff. All right, here we have, oh boy, did I do this? I'm not going to be able to read the date. Oh, 74. Strange. Car Crash by the Cadets, 1974, on the Firefly label. Hi, Dusty. Car Crash. Obviously, Christmas song. Halloween song, horror, whatever. There's another one, DOA by Blood Rock. I didn't bring that one out either. And something else I couldn't find. I don't know. I think I have most of them here, but I'm sure that I left something behind because I have records everywhere. All right, here's the other Bobby Bear. This one is on the original label, and this is... Oh, I should have... This one is 1958. Bobby Bear doing Vampira, a song about that vampire, yes. Jackpot label. Look at that. Oh my God. This is such a great song, too. It's a great one. This is a must. A must for horror collectors. Just beautiful. Because we all know Vampira. One of my favorites, Midnight Stroll by the Rebels on the Norgold label. 1959. Another 1959 record. It's just amazing how many horror records came out in 59. Very, very cool. The Munsters, Billy Strange, of course. And you know what? 1964, the Munsters theme, Billy Strange, very cool. Leon Russell played the piano and organ on this. Thank you, Trish. And then, of course, we have The Addams Family by Vic Mizzy and RCA Victor. Beautiful stuff. I believe it was 1964 as well. Great stuff. All right, this is a prized possession right here. This is this was put out by WNYS TV. It is Baron Damon, who was a horror host. This was released in 1963. The Transylvania Twist is one side. The other side is Ghost Guitar. Skeety found this for me at the estate sale of a DJ. The thing was absolutely mint. It still is. I play this once a year at Halloween so that I can keep it mint, because John Tefteller has actually sold this record for over $500 in the past. It just doesn't come up that much. I believe you can get a copy on Discogs for about $70 if you really want something fun and rare, but I don't know what the condition of that $70 record is. So usually if these are mint, they go for way, 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 way more. All right. Very fun novelty on Reprise is another promo. My Baby's Got a Crush on Frankenstein, Soupy Sales. How fun. Yes, 1962. My Baby's Got a Crush on Frankenstein. The one and only Soupy Sales. Very, very, very fun. Um, this is 1956, The Rockin' Ghost by Archie Blyer. Amazing. If you've not heard this, it's just so much fun. The Rockin' Ghost, Rockin' Ghost. Really fun on the Cadence label. All right, this is super fun. Horror movies by Dickie Goodman, the great Dickie Goodman. Once again, this is on the Rory label. This is an audition copy, 1961. I'm not quite sure what that means. Audition copy. Very fun. 1961. Beautiful stuff. Oh, treasure. 1965, The Lurch by Lurch by Ted Cassidy. Beautiful stuff. Look at that. This is great. Lurch is teaching you how to do the Lurch dance. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. This is a must find for everyone. 1965. And the last one I have here, and we've gone almost an hour with this stack. On the Catalina label, Voodoo Kiss by Don Sargent and the Buddies. And this is 1959 once again. I'm going to say that a good third to a half of all these records were from 1959. Yeah, the Lurch is great. If you don't have it, you need to have it. And yeah, so like a half of these were from 1959. 59 was the year of the horror record, you know? And this is my older horror 45s. And in a future podcast, live stream, I'll pull out the newer horror and psychobilly and things like that. Horror surf, that kind of stuff, which I love also. So this is just a portion, and but this is, some of this is extremely rare because some of these early horrors are impossible to get. And I'm just thrilled that I do have them. And like I said, I put most of my horror goes in black sleeves so that I can identify them and find them quickly. You know what I mean? When you're as disorganized with your records as I am, I need that color code thing. Because I was going to start putting Christmas in red and green, but I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, guys, so how many of you collect horror? I know that Jenny collects some psychobilly. I know she likes, things like the Cramps and stuff, and that's psychobilly. And I love horror surf, and I'm pretty sure you guys love horror surf too. But yeah, this is one of my favorite genres to collect, this and Christmas. And the other thing, I love spooky movies anyway. Oh, spooky movies. Oh, Roy Clark's spooky movies. Okay, that's cute. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many good things out there. So many good things. But next live, I'll probably do break-in records. I don't think people realize how many break-ins are out there. Honestly, it's not just Buchanan and Goodman. There are a lot of break-in records, and some of them are so amazing. So that will probably be our next live stream. Yeah, kind of, sort of Halloweenish. I know what you mean by that, because some music is, like horror movie soundtrack-ish, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Even FERPA is kind of scary, like a little bit creepy music, and Nightcrawler is a little bit, dark. Yeah, break-in records are great. You know what they are, right? Everybody knows what break-in records are, right? Because they are amazing. Um, so that's going to be our next live. And then down the line, we'll do the other horror because, it's my thing. But I'd like to space it out a little bit because pulling the rest of the horror, the new horror, is going to be tough because I got albums, I got 45s, I got shaped, records, shaped, however you call it, picture records, shaped like things, and I got to collect them all. Hi, old radios. So I'm pretty excited, for that. But the break-ins are going to be a lot of fun because sometimes you don't even know they're a break-in until you put them on the turntable. And Craig often knows when he's got a break-in, and he brings it to me. But sometimes we put it on the turntable because that's what we do. He gives me a stack of records, and we play through them, and we'll look at each other like, "Wow, oh my God, it's a break-in." I said, "Craig, you found another break-in." Like things that he didn't even know about. Yes, I saw it. I saw it on YouTube. It's going to be beautiful when that's fixed. Yeah. Very cool. Congratulations. So yeah, break-ins are going to be next, and that'll be fun. So anyway, there's a lot of very rare 45s in here, and if you like horror, go back to the beginning, watch it all, and see what you might have already or what you might want to find, because some of them, even when I was going through dating, some of them I didn't date, and this morning I was dating them and looking on Discogs, and like some of them, like one copy available for $100 or whatever, like it's just so hard. So many people collect horror, so many people collect Christmas. I think more people collect horror than Christmas. So, but anyway, guys, that was our live horror hour. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I love you all for being here. Thank you so much. And Jenny, if I do not fall asleep before 8 o'clock, I will pop in for a little bit. And that's it. Comment, subscribe, spread the love. Tink merch below. Radio Tink podcast link below. Patreon link below. Till next time, remember, I love you so very, very much. In a black and white world, live a Technicolor life and stay spooky. I'll see you all next time.